So it's of value because it's on a periodic table. Anything found on a periodic table is real wealth, and then what has been done with it are the products and things they try to spin off to us. But get back to the core essence of everything. It's found in the earth. So if you know how to utilize it, store it, and do all that stuff, you're in good hands. And Nathaniel says, what do you think about PSG and starting all these fires in California and it affecting rich people thinking something will get done soon? Unfortunately not. And so I actually got an article here. So I'm glad you guys are definitely touching on these things I wanted to address. So here's an article here. It says PG&E warns it could cut power to more than 2 million beginning on Saturday night. And this was this current weekend here. And so apart from, this video here, I haven't even had a chance to watch it, but I've been kind of paying attention to how it seems like every year there's some type of mysterious fire that begins and then it just spreads like wildfire. And the conditions that these fires are operating in are not normal. And so I read something or saw a video about the fire. The winds were at 93 miles an hour in areas where it's relatively dry. To my knowledge, there's not much opportunity for a wind to be 93 miles an hour. So how is all these artificial conditions created? I think it's more so self-induced by, I don't want to go conspiratorial, but I think there's a lot more to the story than we're being told. PG&E is a scapegoat to these issues here, but I don't think it's PG&E. I think it's someone, or something beyond that. But the goal is, to me, to clear out California. They want to clear out all that land and label it as uninhabitable because of wildfire conditions, and then what they'll do is either sell it to special interests or some wealthy something or another will come in and buy it up, turn it into, because all that land and them people are probably sitting on in California it's probably naturally rich under the ground there. There's probably lots of wealth waiting to be tapped into, and you better believe most people living on probably a gold mine don't even know it, and they're going to be bought out, kicked out, or not allowed to return to their land. Therefore, it's going to become public property or private property, and the rest is history. So it looks like they're trying to kick people out of California. So that's my personal opinion on it. But I'm curious to find out those in that region. Give me more insight. Anybody watching right now have family, friends in that area that's impacted by all these fires? Let me know. Give me a call or let me know in the chat, because I'm curious to find out conditions there, because outside of what we're told about these fires, I've heard that, just the cost of living in those areas is very problematic. And the cost of rent has gone up tremendously because, very few people have options. So when there's very few options, a lot of people tend to take advantage of that. So rents doubled and all types of things I'm hearing out there. So, I think it's more of the story than we're being told. And like always, we'll never find out until years after the fact. We'll get some leaked documents or some whistleblowers that come out and say, yeah, it was strategically done. But I did watch, I think it was from SGT report. Sean did a great job of showing some video footage that showed and highlighted the start of a blaze out of nowhere. It was a bright light, and then from that bright light came smoke, and then the smoke just spread like it was, so it looked like it was intentionally set. So take it for what it's worth, but yeah, nothing at this point, in my personal opinion, is accidental. Death by Death says Sodom and Gomorrahs are burning. Oh man, I don't like that word. That's real deal. It goes a lot deeper. It goes very deep, very deep. So we got a call. Let's see if we can get somebody on here. All right. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from? Make sure we got some volume here. Yep. Hold on 1 second. Oh, got you on the wrong thing. Give me 1 second. All right, there we go. I'm sorry. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Dan. I'm calling from Miami.
So you say Dan from Miami?
Yep.
How you doing, Dan? What's on your mind this evening, my friend? Thanks for calling in.
No problem. No, it's kind of funny because I saw the title of the show, which was saying that most, young kids are going to be voting socialist. Yeah. Correct?
That according to the article we're going to get to, but that's what I've kind of gathered from it. Yes, so far.
Yeah, well, one of the things that I've come to kind of realize about this kind of left-right paradigm is one of the things of capitalism versus socialism. Yeah. It's like this view of like capitalism being this ultimate good where if we just free the markets, we're going to live in some sort of utopia. Now, the other side of that flip coin is obviously the communism, whatever, socialism. Now, not necessarily everything in socialism needs to be bad. For example, like right now when we're letting these banks run loose, a lot of these JP Morgan, Bank of America, all these international bankers that go around the world and literally screw people from different types of countries. This is more of an unregulated capitalist system.
Yeah.
And in anything, and they're going around, they're destroying things. Now, if we had an honorable person that could go and, let's say, and nationalize the bank in America, again, this would be an honorable person. This wouldn't be like someone like Jamie Dimon or some, schmuck that would be going around, causing more destruction than they've already have caused.
Yeah.
We could actually have a good thing happen. And that's somewhat of a socialist view, to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But again, there's this dichotomy between, again, capitalism versus socialism, when we're being ruled by the capitalists, such as the Rockefeller families, the Rothschilds, the Vanderbilts, all these type of families, which are, in essence, capitalistic.
Yeah, and so with that, so I think so. It looks like a great topic that we can just definitely go right into it. What's been labeled as capitalism, what's been labeled as socialism? Because a lot of this article here talks about, it refers to it from communism standpoint. So it's listed as communism. Then they get into some of the things that has socialistic type policies. So capitalism versus socialism. Give me one pro, one con for each in your estimation.
Well, the con of capitalism, unregulated, let's say capitalism, is the fact that we let them go. They have no morals or ethics. They would just go over profit over any type of thing. They will put you in debt like they're doing now, and it's fine with them. There's no problem with it. But the thing is, and the reason why I'm saying this is because in World War II, for example, you had the capitalists in Wall Street funding the Bolshevik Revolution in Soviet Union. Working the communists and the capitalists working hand in hand. You can look it up. Jacob Schiff being one of the major funders for the Bolshevik Revolution.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm trying to get people away from, is this dialectic of capitalism versus socialism. At the very top of this, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to them whether you're a capitalist or a communist. What they care about is some sort of, what they're looking at least in the future, is some sort of technocratic society where they control you by the form of, the computer. You have things like, you have people like Elon Musk and all these technocrats like Zuckerberg and all these people that are trying to program us into some sort of like computer, literally trying to stop us from, to basically try to put an end to anybody that dissents from there, and to take away our humanity as well, in essence.
Right. Well, I do agree, my friend. Any way to go, I think our options are few and our problems are plentiful. And my only concern is, absolute power corrupts. So finding true leadership in this current environment we're in will be non-existent. So we're subject to more of the same from a single individual or a group that call themselves operating the best for humanity. And I don't think, to be honest with you, they really exist like that. And if they did exist, they wouldn't definitely get the public's attention, because they will be their voice will be silent. So we're limited on options, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people, they play into these cards. Like again, it reminds me of Republicans and Democrats. Yeah. Like, when we have like the Republicans that are supposed to fight for free markets and all this stuff, and you have the Democrats who move more to communism, socialism, this type of stuff. But they're, they all have some sort of agenda, and they all, at the end of the day, when you have, for example, like Benjamin Netanyahu meeting with the Republicans and the Democrats, behind closed doors, and they're all giving him a round of applause. Yeah. And, you have Nancy Pelosi saying, if Capitol crumbles in the United States, we're all, the neocon right, which is always promoting Israel, you start to see that this is all some sort of false dialectic that's going on. Yeah. And that's one of the things that we need to wake people up on, is that they keep playing these games with the American people to separate them,